All right, so we are going to take this into a whole lot of twisting today. We're working this toward a version of side crow, so just bear in mind as we go through the whole sequence here, there's going to be a lot of crosswise movement back and forth and a whole lot of lengthening one side of the neck, so bear that in mind. And a lot of twisting, rather than focusing on the midsection and like you usually hear in yoga classes, wringing out to like press out through your organs, we're going to try to bring the twist into the upper part of the spine as well, keep in mind, which tends to be much less flexible and much less focused on. And you're going to feel this at the upper back and the shoulders, so be ready for that as well, and just keep that in mind. I do have one demonstration before we begin. So what's going to happen to come into side crow today, and keep in mind you can always come in from another setup if you need, if this isn't working for you for whatever reason. But to start, what's going to happen is you're going to be balanced on one foot. We're going to come down to a low lunge. And then from that low lunge, and keep in mind this is at the end of the sequence, you're going to set your hands down, come to a three-legged dog. Take an inhale, sweep that leg back, bring it up high, and then step it forward, but make a cross step. And this is where you take the twist. So my right foot's coming forward up and to the left. Now to move into this, you're going to have to shift around. You might have to go forward and back. You might have to go one side to the next. You might drop the back knee down. It all depends on you and depends on how long your limbs are in the relation to the rest of your body and how much you can put yourself into these positions. But my right hand's going to stay down. I'm going to bring my left arm high. And then again, forward or back, bring the elbow down and press it into that front thigh. And this is where you take the twist. To brace it, bring your hand down to the floor, set it down flat. Now the second hand lines up with the first to maintain the twist. And if this is as far as you want to go, you can stay here. The twist is what matters. You don't have to balance the pose. We're trying to work into that deep twisting as much as we can. To go further, bring your shoulders forward, pull the elbows in. And then if you want to take the arm balance, see about lifting that front foot. Lean forward and lift the back leg, and you can keep that back leg extended. Maybe come into the twisted root variation. This is basically an eagle bind with crossed legs, and you can always play around. You can bring both legs together in a tuck like usual, maybe extend out to the sides, maybe scissor this out. But play around with that, take it as far as you like, and just work it as best you can. We'll move into the vinyasa from there. So just feel things out and see how far you want to take the pose today. And just keep in mind, all you need to do is work yourself into the twist. You can always take another entry. Nothing is set in stone. So just work things as best you can and see how your body responds. So to get this started, let's go ahead and start this on the knees. So bring your knees together, bring your feet together as well. And have all 10 toes tucked underneath. We're going to stretch out the soles of the feet here to begin. Now reach back, make sure the pinky toe is going to comply as well as the others. And then just take a moment, bring yourself upright, and just settle in. Now keep your feet active. Dig your toes down into the floor. And I understand if the soles of your feet are tight or if you have some sort of plantar fasciitis here, this can be very intense. So just hold on to it as best you can and just breathe slowly. And now I'm not trying to torture you here, so if you need to release that, you can always set the feet on the floor and just sit on your shins or take a cross-legged seat, whatever serves you best. And if you can hold on to this for about a minute, just stay in this position. And whatever seat you take, go ahead and open up your palms on your lap, let your shoulders sink down. And then keep some tension in your core to hold your spine upright. Now reach the top of the head toward the ceiling, draw your chin in just a little bit. Feel the back of your neck lengthen out and relax your shoulders down best you can. And then just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in, let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here when you're ready. So with the inhales, pulling as much as you can, try to fill up your lungs, hold on to all that breath at the top for just a moment. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then bring your hands forward, whether your toes are still tucked or not. Take a moment, shake your feet out just a little bit. And then when you're ready, come back into an upright seat. Now you can sit on the shins with the feet flat underneath you or take a cross-legged seat, whatever serves you best. But bring yourself up tall. Now let's just take this slow to begin. So with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reach up high. And with the exhale, this time, lean to the right side. Right hand to the floor. Stretch your left arm, right gaze up high. Pull the left shoulder back. With your next inhale, bring it back to center, reach up. And with the exhale, lean left, left hand down. Stretch your right arm left. Pull the right shoulder back, gaze high here. Next inhale, back to center, reach up. And with the exhale, lean right again. Right hand down. Stretch the left arm right, gaze up high. Try to take it further. Inhale, back to center, reach up. And with the exhale, lean this left. Left hand down. Stretch your right arm left and gaze high here. Inhale, back to center, reach high. Now with the exhale, lean this right one more time. Right hand down. Stretch your left arm right. Hold here. Left shoulder back. Now as you reach to the left arm, maybe go further. Bend into that right elbow, but keep breathing. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. And with the exhale, lean left one more time. Left hand to the floor. Stretch the right arm left. Gaze high here. Maybe bend that left elbow. Take it even longer. Keep stretching through that right arm. With the next inhale, come back to center. Reach up. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down through center. Down to the floor. Come into all fours again. And just give yourself a moment here. Move around a little bit. Stretch your hands. Stretch your fingers with the shoulders and hips. Move. And then let's start to take this a little bit further, loosening up through the spine. So keep your hips stacked over your knees, but then stay light in your hands. Come up onto the fingertips. Now keep your arms parallel. Walk your hands forward. Stretch this out long. And then as you stretch this out, we're going to move back and forth from here. So think of this as taking a stretched out cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, drop your belly. Pull your chest forward. Look forward. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, round the length of your spine and empty out. And just take it back and forth like that, sinking toward the floor with the inhale. Round back up with your exhale. And just move back and forth and try to work that motion through the full length of your spine. Now keep your fingertips pressing down and digging into the floor. And keep your hips pulled back. And I know you're not going to take this quite as far back and forth as you would if you were just in all fours, but really work this through the length of your spine. And feel how the shoulder blades are moving back and forth as you're lifting and lowering. One more deep inhale when you're ready. And then one more complete exhale around this out. And then just come back into center. Walk your hands back in. And then from all fours, we're going to take this down onto the forearms. So go ahead and bring both forearms down to the mat. Now just set your forearms parallel, palms down, shoulders over the elbows. And we're going to take this through a little bit of a twist here. Now keep the right forearm down, but reach your left arm high. Keep it lifted. Now take a half bind. Palm open behind you. Bring that left hand behind your back and pull the left shoulder back. Keep looking up. Keep your shoulders stacked. And then reach your left arm high, straighten out. And thread the needle. Bring the left arm underneath. Bring the shoulder low to the floor and keep your right elbow down. With your next inhale, reach your left arm high again. And then again, take the half bind. Left arm behind your back. Pull the shoulder back, gaze up high. Reach up through that left arm. Thread the needle. Bring the arm underneath. Bring the shoulder down low. One more time, take an inhale, reach your left arm high. Half bind, left arm behind your back, pull the shoulder back, look up. And then straighten your left arm, reach high. Left arm underneath, thread the needle one more time. And then just come back to center with both forearms down. Now let's take it on the other side. Left forearm to the floor, inhale the right arm high. Now take your half bind, keep your shoulders stacked, but bring that right hand behind your palm face away, pull the shoulder back, look up. Reach up through that right arm. And then thread the needle, bring it underneath, bring your shoulder low to the floor. Press in your left forearm, inhale the right arm high. And then take the half bind again. Right arm behind your back, palm face away, pull the shoulder back. And then reach the right arm straight up. Thread the needle, bring the arm underneath, bring that right shoulder down low. One more time, take an inhale, reach your right arm high. And then half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away, pull that shoulder back. Reach up through your right arm. And then one more time underneath, thread the needle, bring the right shoulder down low to the floor. And then just come back to center with both forearms down. And bring yourself up into all fours. Now rest underneath the shoulders, knees, and the hips. Move around for a moment. And then we'll take this farther into the wrist. So keep your hips stacked over your knees, but walk your hands to the left side. Left hand in front of your left knee, right hand forward to the left. Now palms down, fingers wide. Rotate the fingers of your left hand toward your left knee and then toward the midline of the mat. Rotate your right hand away from the left and then towards center as well. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, grip the floor, press your fingertips down. And then just start to move your hips and shoulders side to side and keep the tension in your hands and just feel that stretch of the wrists and through the forearms. It's going to be different each arm. And if this is good enough, just stay here and keep your hands tense. Now, if you want to go further, bring your weight forward, bend the elbows, and maybe sink more weight onto your arms. And then see about moving side to side here. And just breathe with this. All right, then from wherever you walk, go ahead, bring yourself up onto your fingertips and walk the hands through center to the other side. Now this time, the right hand's forward to the right knee, left hand forward to the right. Let your upper body twist to the right side. Keep your palms down. Right hand rotates fingertips toward the right knee and then toward the center of the mat. Left hand rotates away from the right and then towards center as well. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, grip with your fingertips. And again, just move the shoulders and hips side to side. Feel this out. And again, keep that grip, keep the tension in your hands. If you want to go deeper, bend the elbows, bring the weight forward onto your arms, and keep moving side to side here. And then go ahead, bring this back up. Come up onto the fingertips. Walk your hands forward. And we are going to take this into one more stretch, and this time it's one hand at a time. So just come up onto the fingertips of the left hand, but flip your right hand over. Now back of the right hand down, palm facing up, the fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. And spread your fingers out wide. Try to keep that right arm straight and press your fingertips down. Just feel this out here. Maybe just sway the shoulders side to side. And just take as much or as little weight on that right hand as you're able to tolerate. Now, if you can take this further, come to a modified side plank. Left foot steps behind the right. Just keep your left hand down and let your hips stack. And if you can take it further here, lift your left foot up off the floor. Now, keep your right hand tense and keep the fingertips pressing down, but then go back and forth with your left leg. Take an inhale. With your exhale, bring the knee to your left elbow. Inhale that left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow again. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow again. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow one more time. And then just set the left knee down. Shake the right hand out for a moment. And let's take this on the other side. So just come up onto the fingertips of the right hand in all fours. Flip your left hand over. Back of the hand down. Palm facing up. The fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. And just take a moment to set this up. Spread the fingers out wide. Press the fingertips down. Try to keep that left arm as straight as you can. And maybe just stay here and circle the shoulder over the wrist. You don't have to crank on this. Keep in mind. Just take as much pressure as you can tolerate. And keep the tension in your hand. Now, if you're going to take it further, find that modified side plank. Right foot steps behind the left. Stack the hips. You can always stay here. And if you can take it further still, lift the right foot up off the floor. Now, be sure your fingertips are still pressing down in your left hand. And then go back and forth. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow again. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow one more time. And then just set the knee down. And then come up onto the fingertips and down onto your heels. Take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, bring your legs out from underneath you. Come to a seat. And then once you're seated, we're going to take this into a few variations of reverse tabletop. Now, feet in front of you about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips forward. If you can always rotate the fingers out to the sides. But when you're ready from here, just press into the floor. Lift your seat up off the mat. And let's take it up and down. With the inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep the hips pressing up and keep breathing. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back, but keep that engagement and just breathe into this. Now try to press in your hands and push them toward your heels. Try to pull the heels back toward your hands to engage more tension through the back line of your body and keep the hips lifting. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then we're going to take this back up. Now feet are still hips width distance. Hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. This time, fingertips point to the sides, right or left. Now press into your hands, lift your seat up off the floor, but keep your hips low. And we'll take this back and forth through twisting. So when you're ready, put the weight to the left hand. Right arm across, bring the fingertips down toward the floor, and then come back to center. And then the other side, bring your left arm across, try to touch down, and then back to center. Right arm over to the left, back to center here, and then cross, left arm over to the right, and then come back to center. Now, we're going to continue. You got two choices here. You can just bring the hand across, and that's good enough. But if you want to go deeper, see about bringing your elbow toward the floor. So right arm across. Maybe the fingers come down. Maybe the elbow comes down. Twist as much as you need. And then come back to center. And then left arm across. Maybe the fingers, maybe the elbows. Work that twist and bring it back to center. Right arm over to the left side again. Back to center here. Left arm over to the right. Bring it back to center. Right arm left again. Back to center, left arm right, and then bring it back to center. Right arm over to the left again, come back to center, left arm over to the right, bring it back to center. One more round, right arm to the left, come back into center, left arm over to the right, and then bring it back to center. And go ahead, set yourself down, shake your hands out for a moment. And then one more variation before we move on. So the feet are still hips width, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width, and this time rotate your fingers as far back as you can. Now press into the floor, lift your seat up off the mat. And we'll take this up on one arm. So the left arm straight, press from the left hand, be sure you can lift from that left shoulder. And then the right hand comes behind your head. If you need to have both hands down, feel free. But let's take this back and forth. Inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips pressing up, keep your left arm strong. Let your head fall back and pull that right shoulder back. Keep your chest open. Take an inhale. With the exhale, both hands down, come all the way to the floor. And take a moment, shake that left hand out a little bit. Once you're ready, set up for the other side. Again, feet hips width, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width, rotate your fingers back. And then lift your seat up off the floor. Put the weight to the right hand, left hand behind your head. And let's take it up and down. Inhale, press your hips high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift this up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high and hold this time. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. Keep your right arm strong. Draw your left shoulder back, open up your chest. Just let the head fall back and keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, both hands down. Come all the way down. Then shake things out. Once you're ready, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands. Come into all fours. And then from all fours, we're going to take this into a forearm plank. So you've got to bring both forearms down to the mat. And step your feet straight back. Bring your body into line. And set the feet back at about hips width distance apart. Now, once you've found that line, keep your core braced. And we'll take this into a forearm side plank. So I want you to roll your heels to the right. Come up onto your left hand. And keep your hips lifted. You can stay here, and this is good enough. If you can take it further, reach your left arm past your head. Keep the hips lifted high. We're going to go back and forth from here, so take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink the hips and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift and reach. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift and reach one more time. Hold here. Come into center, both forearms down back to that forearm plank. And then take it to the other side. Heels left. Come up onto your right hand. Keep your hips high. Now to take it further, right arm past your head. Stretch this out long. And then take an inhale. Exhale, sink your hips down. Reach toward the feet. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift and reach. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then come back to center, back to your forearm plank. And then set your knees down. And bring it up to all fours. Once you're in all fours, take a moment here, move around. And then from all fours, one thing before we move on, just to really warm things up. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Tuck the toes of both feet. Now hover your knees up off the floor. And then press back and sink your seat to your heels. Now let's just take it back and forth. Come forward, right foot outside your right hand. And then sink back down. Left foot outside the left hand. And sink back down. Right foot up to the right again. Sink back down. Left foot up to the left side. And then come back down. Right foot up and to the right. Sink back down. Left foot to the left side. And then come back down. Now this time, right foot up to the left. It's a cross step. And then sink back down. Left foot up to the right. Sink back down. Right foot up to the left side again. Come back down. Left foot to the right. And then sink back down. Right foot up to the left, stay here. Now I want to move into that twisted setup that I showed you before. You can drop the left knee or keep it lifted, and you can move whatever direction you like, but press into the right hand, lift your left arm, reach up high, take an inhale, and with the exhale, bring that left elbow down, press it into your right thigh. Now bring the left hand to the floor to brace the twist. Right hand lines up the left, maybe just stay here. Now if you want to feel this out further, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, just see if you can lift the right foot for a moment. And then release. Step your right foot back, sink back to your heels. Now let's take the other side. Left foot forward, up to the right. And then work the twist. Left hand stays down. Shift around as you need to. Right arm high, take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring that elbow down, press it to your left thigh. Right hand to the floor, press into your palms, shoulders forward, elbows in, and then see about just lifting that left foot for a moment. And then release. Bring everything down, come back to all fours. And just keep in mind, that is how we're going to approach that side crow today. So just work it as best you can. Take it as far as you like. And give yourself a moment to breathe here. Now you can just stretch the hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move a little bit. Maybe take another stretch before you move on. Whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips. And just bring yourself up into downward facing dog. Now once you move into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press into your palms, flatten your hands as much as you can. Feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling and keep that long upward reach of the hips. Now keep your core engaged. Hold some tension through the belly around the lower ribs. Keep your hips pressing high. And if your legs are tight, let that go. You can always just bend the knees. Or maybe pedal out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose here and let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but restack your spine. So slowly round this upper standing, bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine, put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor or to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrists at the shoulders, palms pressed to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet, take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And work to lift up a little bit higher still. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. And keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward and deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift up with the arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And take an inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Now pedal out here. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, sink in a chair this time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. Bind this from up high, right hand behind your head, palm facing in. Left palm faces the other way, clasp your fingers. And then with your left hand, pull the right arm behind your head. Now press your head into your right arm. Keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open, keep looking forward. And maybe sink down lower. And then focus weight on your right foot, lift your left heel. Now left leg forward, dip your big toe down. And then draw a semicircle all the way behind you. And then bring it to the front. All the way back with that left big toe. And then bring it forward. Left big toe behind one more time, hold here. Now press into the right foot, lift the left foot up off the floor, lean forward. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, left foot steps back, low lunge. Now we'll take a horizon lunge from here. So the left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, slide the right foot back to set it flat. Now sink your hips down low, right arm reaches toward the back of the mat. And let's take it straight up and down. So with the inhale, reach forward, raise your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise, and this time stay lifted. Stretch your right arm long, gaze up high, keep your hips high. Maybe press into the right foot and hover your left foot up off the floor. Just an option. Take an inhale. With the exhale, turn to center, both hands down, right foot between your hands, low lunge. Now let's take a kneeling lunge, left knee to the floor, left foot flat behind. Hands to your hips with an inhale, come all the way upright. Now everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up, hips stay squared, right hip back, left hip forward. Push into the right foot, kick to the left, and feel the glutes engage on your left side. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, open up your chest, elbows out wide, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach straight up, look forward. Exhale, pull back, elbows wide again. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, one more time, open up your chest, elbows wide, hold here. Now as you hold on to this, bring the left hand behind your head. Right hand reaches toward your left heel. Now look down the length of your right arm. And just move into that twist. Maybe you touch the heel, maybe you don't. But keep kicking to that left foot, keep that hip pressing forward. Keep your chest open, keep breathing. Now at your next inhale, turn to center, reach straight up. And then with the exhale, bring the hands to your hips. Now go ahead, lean forward to the right foot, tuck the toes to the left, and we're going to take a pyramid stance. So press into the right foot, bring your left foot forward, one pace behind the right, so about 3 feet front to back, but still hips width distance side to side, so the hips are squared. Both feet flat, both legs straight, left foot points to the side at least a little bit. And then reach your right arm down and the left arm high. Now keep your core tight, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway. Now keep that right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward. You can bend the right knee if you need to, but just keep the torso parallel to the floor. And then just switch the arms, right arm forward, left arm back. Switch with your left arm forward. Switch again, right arm forward. Switch again, left arm forward. Switch it out, right arm forward. And then switch left arm forward one more time, stay here. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face when you keep that shoulder pulled back. Left arm reaches past your right thigh. Now bend the right knee if you need to, but pull that right shoulder back and press the left arm into your thigh to work the twist. Look up toward the ceiling. Try to keep your spine toward parallel to the floor. And just breathe here. Right hip back, left hip forward still. Now hold your twist with that right shoulder high and just look down at the floor. And we're going to take this to revolved half moon. So bend the right knee, bring your left hand down forward to the right foot. Extend your left leg straight back. Right shoulder still high, your chest is opening up to the right side. Look right. And if you can take it further, straighten the right leg. Maybe open up and reach the right arm high. And if you want to bind it, bend your left knee, reach with the right hand, find your left foot. Now if you do find that grip, kick into your hand, let this pull your shoulder back to deepen the twist. And just keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, left foot down. And then the left foot's your base. Pull the right knee to your chest around your spine. Take hold of your right knee. Let's bring this all the way up to standing. Now press in the left big toe once you're stable. You got two choices here. You're going to hold on to that right leg. You can have both hands on the right knee, whoop, and that's good enough. If you want to take it further, you can bring both hands to the right foot and extend the leg forward, whatever you want to take this to. Your left hand stays where it is, and we're going to work a twist. Now, as you're ready from here, just stay tall and slowly reach your right arm back. Open up your chest to the right side, but keep yourself upright. And then turn back to center. Both hands to your right leg. Again, open up to that twist. Right arm back, open up your chest to the side, keep your balance. Turn back to center. Both hands to that right leg. One more time. Right arm back. Open up your chest to the side, stay here. And just keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just slowly turn to center. Right knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then hinge from your left hip, extend the right leg back. Both hands down, come into low lunge. Now this is where we work the twist towards side crow. So set your palms down flat. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, left foot steps forward, up and to the right. Now bend your knees, move your hips around as you need to, but press into your left hand. Inhale the right arm high. With the exhale, bring the elbow down, press it into your left thigh. Right hand to the floor, left hand lines up the right. Dig into your fingers, and then maybe you start to lean and hold the twist. If you're going to go further, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, lift your left foot, keep leaning, lift the right foot as well. And you can take whatever version of the leg position you like. And then whenever you're ready, take it to your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Now just pedal out and breathe. Now from downward facing dog, let's take all that to the other side. When you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, as you settle in, pay attention to your stance. Feet within hips width distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then bind it from above. Left hand behind your head this time, palm facing in. Right palm the other way. Clasp your fingers and with your right hand, pull the left arm behind your head. Now press your head back into your left arm, shoulders pull back, chest open. Make sure you can still look forward. You can always sink lower. But then focus weight on the left foot and lift your right heel. Right leg forward, dip your big toe down. Now draw a semicircle all the way behind you. And then bring it to the front. All the way back with the right big toe again. And then bring it forward. One more time, bring that big toe behind, hold here. Now push the left foot, lift the right foot, lean forward. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot steps behind you, low lunge. Now take it to your horizon lunge here. Right hand's your base, roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot slides back, set it flat. Sink your hips low. Reach that left arm toward the back of the mat. Straight up and down. With the inhale, reach this forward, raise your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time. Stay lifted. Stretch your left arm long, gaze up high. Push your left foot, maybe lift your right foot up off the floor. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down, left foot between your hands, low lunge. Now find your kneeling lunge, right knee to the floor, right foot flat behind. Hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring yourself all the way to upright. Now everything stacks to vertical from the right knee on up. Keep kicking to the right foot, press your hips forward and press down the left foot as well. With an inhale, reach up high. And then with the exhale, elbows out wide, open up your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, draw back again, elbows out wide. Inhale, reach up high, look forward. Exhale, one more time, pull back, elbows wide, hold here. Now keep your chest open, right hand behind your head. Reach back and down, left hand toward your right heel, and look down the length of your left arm. Now if you touch the heel, it's great. If you don't worry about it. But kick into the right foot, press that hip forward, and open your chest to the left side as much as you can. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach up high. Exhale, hands to your hips. Now hinge from the hips, belly to your left thigh, bring the weight to your left foot, tuck the toes to the right foot, and then take your pyramid stance, right foot forward, one pace behind the left, and come all the way upright. So again, about 3 feet front to back, hips width distance side to side. Hips are still squared. Both legs straight, both feet flat. Right foot points to side a little bit. Right hip forward, left hip back. Reach your left arm down and the right arm high, and then take an inhale. With the exhale, keep your core braced, but hinge halfway down. Now keep your torso parallel to the floor. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, bend the left knee if you need to. And then to switch out the arms. Left arm forward, right arm back. Switch with your right arm forward. Switch again, left arm forward. Switch again, right arm forward. Switch again, left arm forward. One more time with the right arm forward and hold. Now half bind with that left arm, bring it behind your back, palm face away. Right arm past your left thigh. Now press the arm into the thigh, pull your left shoulder back, find that twist. You can always bend your left knee. Try to look up over your left shoulder and keep the left hip pulling back, right hip pulling forward, keep breathing. All right, I want you to keep the twist, keep your left shoulder high, but look down at the floor. Bend your left knee, right hand to the floor, forward your left foot. Extend the right leg straight back, we're taking revolved half moon. Left shoulder stays high, look to the left. Maybe straighten your left leg. Maybe reach your left arm high and open up. And if you want to bind it, bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand, find that foot. And if you have that grip, kick into your hand, let it open you further to the twist. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, both hands down, bring the right foot to the floor. And then the right foot's your base. Bring the left knee to your chest and around your spine. Take hold of that left knee. Let's come all the way up to balancing. Now once you're up, just take a moment to press down to the right big toe. And I want you to keep both hands on your left leg. You can hold the knee. This will be easier. And if you want to take it further, you can hold that left foot. But the right hand is going to stay on your left leg. You're going to open up the twist with that left hand. So as you're ready, reach your left arm back. Open out to the side, just go slow. And then come back to center, keep yourself upright. Left hand to your left leg. Again, left arm back, just go slow. Open to your left side again. Bring it back to center, square things forward. Both hands to your left leg. One more time. Left arm back, we'll hold the twist longer here. Pull the left shoulder back, but stay tall, keep breathing. And then still balancing, turn back to center, hands to your hips, left knee lifted. Now bend the right knee, hinge from the hips, left foot back, both hands down, come into your low lunge. And this is where we'll take it to side crow again. So both hands down, inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. With the exhale, bring it forward, but step up into the left, find that cross step. Right hand stays down, inhale your left arm high, adjust as you need to. Left elbow comes down, press it into your right thigh. Now set your left hand flat to brace the twist, right hand lines up with the left. And then maybe just move forward into the twist and hold. If you're going to balance, shoulders forward, elbows bent toward you. Lift the right foot, keep leaning, and lift the left foot as well. Take whatever version of the pose you like. And then move through another vinyasa when you're ready. Once you find your down dog, just breathe here. Now from your down dog, let's take half pigeon. When you're ready, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind your right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, bring your left knee down. Flatten your left foot behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward, and keep your hips squared to the front. Left hip forward and keep it in line with the right. Now sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer hip toward the glutes. You can stay upright like this. You can go further toward a back bend. If you want to melt down, you can come down the elbows or maybe take it down all the way. Just take it to where you need to here and breathe. All right, now slowly here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So when you're ready, just lower yourself to the right hip. Swing your left leg forward. We're going to take a version of Janu Shasana here. So the left leg is extended, the right knee's bent. Sole the right foot to your inner left thigh as high as you're comfortable with. Sit this up tall. Turn toward your left foot, and then bend your left knee right away. Now we're going to take this with a little bit of a twist as we go into the forward fold. So left hand sets behind you. Inhale the right arm high. Now at the exhale, bring the right hand to the outside edge of your left foot. Bend the left knee as much as you need to make that happen. Now, press your low back forward. Push your torso into your left thigh. You're trying to flatten your upper body out onto the full thigh, keep in mind, from the hip to the knee. Now, as you hold that, if you can take it further, start to press that left heel forward only so far as you can maintain that fold. Press your low back forward. Keep your core tense and work to relax the back of your left leg. You're looking for that stretch on the back of the thigh. If you go deep, be sure you're flattening yourself out on the thigh. And if you can take it deeper, if your leg's straight, maybe pull the right shoulder down, left shoulder high, and you can work this further into a twist. But just take this to where you can. And keep in mind, the way to deepen your forward fold is to use your core to pull the pelvis forward so that your hamstrings can relax. But you got to have some core tension here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring yourself upright. Now go cross the ankles. When you're ready, roll forward your hands, step back to down dog. And then from down dog, we'll take all this on the other side. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high this time. Exhale, bring it forward. Left knee to your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Sink your hips down. Pull the right hip forward and keep it in line with the left. Be sure you're keeping your hips squared. And look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now again, you can stay upright like this. You can move toward the back bend to go deeper, or you can come down to the elbows, maybe melt it all the way down, but just take it to where you need to here. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And then lower to the left hip, swing your right leg forward. And let's take Janu Shirshasana on this side. Right leg extended, left knee bent. Sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Now turn, open your chest toward that right foot. And start with the right knee bent. Now right hand sets behind you, inhale your left arm high. And with the exhale, fold forward with that twist. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Now, press your low back forward. Flatten your torso out on the right thigh. And hold this. Keep your pelvis tilted forward actively. Now, if you can keep that engagement, maybe press the right heel forward, but keep the fold. No gap between your torso and the right thigh. Now, you can press with the right arm. You can use that left arm and pull that shoulder down lower. Just take things to where you can and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Bring yourself all the way upright. And go cross the ankles. Roll forward your hands. Come into all fours. And we're going to take a camel variation from here. So once you're in all fours, just keep your hips stacked over your knees. I recommend having the feet flat. You can tuck your toes if that suits you better. But with your hands to your hips, bring yourself all the way upright. Now, once you're up, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Keep the hips pressing forward. And you can keep your hands here or bring them further down or maybe to the lower back. But whatever you do, keep the elbows pulling toward each other. Keep your shoulders drawn back. Now, just look straight forward. Walk your gaze up the front wall. And then find the point of the ceiling just directly above you. Check in with this. Keep your hips pressing forward. Keep breathing. Now, to take it even further, bring your hands into heart center. And we're going to keep that arch through the front of your body and take this in just a little bit of a twist. The left hand stays at your chest. Reach that right hand down toward the right heel and just look down. Hips are still pressed forward. The front of the body is still open. And then come back to center. Bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Bring your hands together. Hips are still forward. Now release the left hand. Reach down toward your left heel. And just let your body open up to the side. And then come back to center, hands together. Now, maybe bring your gaze further back. And if you want to take it even deeper, keep your hips pressing forward. You can reach both arms back. And just take things to where you can. Keep your feet pressing down. Keep your glutes tense. And let the front of the body open up. Now slowly pull it back in. Hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the front wall. And then bring yourself down to sitting on your heels for a moment. Take a moment just to breathe. If you want to stay here longer, feel free. But whenever you're ready, bring your legs out from underneath you. And then come down onto your back. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in tight. And then we'll take a supine twist variation. So just bring the left foot to the floor and cross your right leg tightly over the left. So squeeze the legs together and think of this as an eagle bind. Now arms out to the sides, right and left, keep your shoulders down. When you're ready, tuck your left hip underneath you. Keep your legs squeezing and bring your knees down to the left side. Both shoulders down, look over to the right. Now find the stretch, outer right hip toward your low back. And if you need more, you can always use the left hand to press your knees further down. Just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly just bring everything back to center. And then reverse the cross. Right foot to the floor, left leg crosses tightly over the right. Find that eagle bind. Now as you squeeze the legs together, tuck the right hip underneath. Bring both knees down to the right. Keep both shoulders down and look left. Now keep your legs squeezing. Feel the stretch on the outer left hip toward your low back on this side. If you need more, you can use the right hand to press the knees further down. But just breathe as you're twisting. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just come back to center. Untangle the legs, bring your knees to your chest side by side. And let's take it to happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Now draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working up and down. Now to go further, you can rock a little bit side to side if you like. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale, draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then just let yourself move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull everything back in, draw the elbows toward your chest, bring your knees up as well. And just take your time, find your way up to a comfortable seat. ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here, hold on to the top. And just let everything go. And I thank you for joining class. Namaste.